Hey guys, I wanted to do this video and I know it's live just because I didn't wanted to have to edit the whole entire video. However, I wanted to show you some of my Shohin bonsai that I have right here. And like I said, I'm doing it live right now because I know that it can just go up on the internet and I don't really have to edit it since I'm really struggling with time right now. But I wanted to show you an update on the boxwood. As you can see right here, it's actually growing pretty well. We have a little bit of yellow on the leaves. That's completely normal. I have this mesh right here because I did had a bunch of problems with squirrels. So I decided to just add a little mesh over here. But overall, I know some folks have been asking about the progress of the boxwood, and it's doing quite well. You know, the trunk's actually thickened up a little bit, so I'm definitely gonna have to remove some of the wire pretty soon. And I mean, that's pretty much doing great. Another little tree that I wanted to show you folks was this little apple tree that I had acquired as a seedling. I'm not sure if you can quite see well. I decided to just chop the top of it, and now we have two more leading branches, which I'm later I'm gonna just untangle and then do something else with it. But the reason why I decided to just do like this was because I wanted something really gnarly. Hey Matt, thank you. Nice to see you here. But yeah, I just wanted to just have something way different than, you know, out there. I also wanted to show you folks, I have some things that I want to do with this little juniper. I have some nice deadwood that I wanted to just attach this to. But this one I actually acquired on my local nursery home, and it was only $7. So it's a really good find. The trunk actually matches the piece of wood that I'm gonna attach to it. So I'm really excited. I'm gonna show you folks that later. I also have this little bonsai right here. This is actually my wife's Jade. She actually was the one who created this one. However, I guess the wind has been knocking it down. But what we're going to do today is that I'm just going to pretty much repot this one. But for that, I wanted to show you some pots that I have. And I'm going to go ahead and just twist the camera a little bit and show you what I have. So this one right here, I actually made it in a ceramics class. It was previously a bowl, but then I decided to just add some glaze and then turn it into a pot. So I, carved a little hole, added a little bit of mesh, and this is actually how it turned out. I did this on a wheel throw, and then I also in class made this other pot right here. It's about an inch and a half, deep, and it's about, I want to say 11 inches of whiteness. So yeah, this is also I made it in my bonsai, no, not bonsai, my ceramics class. These two, however, I acquired for free. Some person passed away and they decided to just give me some pots because they knew I like the trees. But yeah, so the reason why I pulled these out is because I wanted to show you exactly which ones I would actually like to use for the little jade tree. And I like the color, and I also like the way that it makes the tree stand out, because it's so dark and it actually complements the jade. Thank you. But I wanted to know how you folks thought about this one. I know it's a little bit deep, which is kind of good because given the fact that this is a little bit too shallow, I figure that this one right here might be a little bit too small, or in diameter. In deepness. However, it'd be too big in diameter. It would look pretty gnarly if I were to just add that there, because it's not as big as it should be. However, since it's also a Shohin bonsai, it needs to be a little bit smaller in the pot. But I also have this one right here. This one, I intended to use it on a juniper, and as you can see, it's like a navy blue, nice and glossy. Could actually go really well with it. So I'm not sure if you guys were to be voting on this one. So I personally think that as for now, oh wait, I also have this one. This one I also made it in my class, but it's a little bit too shallow. So this one would look really good too, but it's a blue. I personally think that this one right here would actually be the best for it, because I do want the roots to continue growing, at least just for now. So I think we're gonna be doing this one right here. And for those who just don't want to stick around to the whole pot showing process and like the repotting, and in case you want to just stick around, I wanted to show you something else too. So I went on a trip and I found this Deadwood. I'm not exactly sure what type of species was in it, but I wanted to do something really cool with it. I wanted to just create, I don't know, put maybe like a juniper procrumbens nana on here, and then just like have it like drip over this way, and then conserve most of the Deadwood. I'm not entirely sure exactly which position you would have wanted. Maybe it can go as a cascade, because you can see the Navari of it was amazing. So we could probably just like carve into it right here, and then just have all of the foliage drip on this direction, or we could even have it like this, and I would just cut this off and have the whole apex being on this portion over here. So that's one. Another one that I found, I guess the direction of this used to be like this. Yes, so you can see it right here. I think that used to be the direction. It broke off, so I mean that's quite bad. However, if I wanted to hide the defect on this, it would be to put this inside the pot and then just like hold it tight with some screws and just keep all of the nice Deadwood at the top. Again, I would probably put procrumbens nana on this tree, or maybe a California juniper, because I think it's really gnarly. So in addition, this one already has the groove on it, and I think it's fascinating because this, whatever it was really old too, and you can probably see that there was a really live vein going up in this direction. So yeah, I'll probably just carve over here too, and then just add a really long juniper to it. I have two more to show you, and then we're going to and then we'll go ahead and repot the tree. So I also acquired this one. Again, it looks like it just broke off from over here, but this one over here I would just have to like drill it to the pot or something, and we could have a nice little cascade right there as well. This one's a little bit longer, but I mean it looks pretty cool to me. Someone also mentioned on a picture that I posted that it could be really good for an aquarium. I can see that now. It looks kind of like a dragon too. These are the whiskers, and yeah. But let me show you another one that I thought was pretty cool too. It has a few defects on it, but after cleaning it and everything, and having to put this on the pot, like being the base, you can probably put another juniper hanging on, just draping on that direction. Not entirely sure what you folks think of it. Let me know exactly which one it is that you like on the comment box, and I can definitely throw a video, just film a video about me adding the juniper to it. I personally love this one right here. I think it's really gnarly, and also this one right here is my favorite. So the cool thing about this is that I can have this anchored perfectly, and then just to hide the scar on this one, it would just to have the tree just drape on this direction. But either way, it would work, perfectly fine. All right, so we're pretty much 8 minutes in, so let's just get started on this one right here. Like I said, this little Jade was actually put in this little container by my wife. We have a little more mesh right here because of the squirrels. And thankfully that actually stopped them from digging in, and I'm really happy about that because we don't want any damaged trees over here. So what I'm going to do right now is pretty much just cut off the wire that's been holding down the tree, and then hopefully it will just come off right away. I know I also tied it over here really well too. And this is the thing about like tying your trees. It's good to tie your trees sometimes, depending on the pot, I would say, because it depends on what you want to do. If you want to have more roots growing, you can definitely just leave them untied. That would also encourage the tree to thicken up because it's going to have a lot of movement, and it would trigger a lot of more root growth. and that's, you know, vital when it comes to a good bonsai. So tying your trees can be detrimental and at the same time beneficial. It looks like the Navari is actually quite there. Um, Look at this. You can definitely just, you know, leave it on a really shallow container and it would be completely fine. However, I do need to find a way to just pretty much mold this over here like so. And I know that normally what you want to do when it comes to bonsai is to just keep in a really shallow container. But I feel like I don't really have a perfect container for it just yet. You know what? I was thinking about using this one, but now that it's out of the pot, I think it will look a lot better right here. So if I can just like put these down and then just anchor it down, it would be completely fine, right? You know, it's a little bit big in diameter, but we can always repot this in the next season or so. A good thing about jades too is that they grow pretty well. So yeah, you can go ahead and just tie this one down. Get this over here real quick. Normally what you want to do is to have your pots ready, but I honestly thought I was going to be able to use the other one. So it's okay, we can just use this one real quick. Something else too that some people point out is that, you know, like, why do you have certain materials and you're not using the so-called adequate materials for your trees? Well, the reason being too is, as I like to explain to others, is that, you know, you work pretty much with what you have, and if what you got is this or like some regular wire, then that's exactly what you're going to use. Nothing else, nothing less. Let's see. Let's go ahead and add this one too, just because of safety. And oh, looks like my 10%, my battery is at 10%. Yeah, I'll just go ahead and finish this off. If the battery dies, you see it close, and then I can just pretty much post it up, the rest on Bonsai High, the Facebook page. So that's no problem. Let's put this over here. And I personally like this soil, so we're gonna use this one right here. It has a lot of bark and just another type of dirt in it, and that's pretty much, you want to be able to keep this whole entire container as dry as possible. As you can see, it's a little bit wet, but that's because I just recently watered this tree and I didn't want it to just, you know, get all dry. So this right here would definitely help anchor it better. I want to put a little more towards the side just for now, and then add a little more wire just to anchor it. Alright. Just as the roots establish, it's going to pretty much look like that. It looks a little bit gnarly, but I want the roots to just establish in a certain position before I continue bending more of the roots, because I just really don't want it to die. Like I said, this is my wife's and I know that she really loves this tree. So we're going to continue to make it thrive. Alright. Just gonna add a little more of that soil here. Like I said, I'm going to hide that off later. With the trusty chopstick, I just want to be able to put some more of that dirt on the inside. And then to finish it off, we're just going to go ahead and water it. Looks like I need a little more soil in the back. Alright. Cool. I'll probably just add a little bit of Monster just to keep it moist and help it anchor it. But yeah, that's pretty much what we have right here. Looks pretty gnarly, huh? she's been working on the ramification for quite some time now, and as you can see, she was actually just, you know, cutting it off and back on. I believe she wanted to cut this off right here, but I'm just going to go ahead and let her do it herself. I don't want to risk any problems with her tree. But yeah, it was actually in this little container, quite small. I like it though. I would probably put something else in here, maybe like a little forest or not. But yeah, that's pretty much what it looks like. Folks, if you have not joined our Bonsai High page on Facebook, make sure you do so. I check on it constantly to approve members. It's quite easy, just, you know, just answer 3 short questions, and then it's pretty cool. All you have to do is just pretty much post pictures of the books that you currently have, or maybe like pots, your favorite trees. And if you have any questions about a certain specimen or a process, there's a lot of group members right there that are willing to help you, and they're really friendly. You know, we don't try to discourage anybody from practicing bonsai. So yeah, I hope you folks liked the video. Like I said, if you are interested in watching some videos about the driftwood, the deadwood or whatever, make sure and you do comment down below which one you want me to work on, and we'll continue from there. Thank you guys. Goodbye.